everybody, it's your girl Bondy Blue, and I want you to check out Bondy's Boutique and get some of my merch, y'all. I've added some new things like my mermaid cups and the mermaid tees, and also the Shake Them Tits mugs. All right, you asked for it and you got it. Check out Bondy's merch at Bondy's Boutique. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue, and I am back for another Love and Hip Hop New York review. I had to remember which one this was. All right. Okay, I hope y'all having a good Monday. I hope y'all had a chance to check out the videos that I put out yesterday on Sunday, because I was getting them hoes out. Okay, I had Abducted in Plain Sight, the Netflix documentary. I did a recap review of that shit. Then, you know, the regular, the basics, Love and Marriage Huntsville, Yana Fixed My Life. And finally, Real Housewives of Atlanta came back. So yeah, entertaining to say the least, you know what I'm saying? But I hope the reviews sufficed for the boringness that you may have experienced while watching the actual episode. All right, so let's just go ahead and get into this episode. So the episode started off with Kimbella talking to Sin and Juju. Everybody is so excited and so bucked up about the fact that Jewel's ass finally proposed to her on stage last episode, and she asked them to be her bridesmaids. All right, now we done already seen the pictures from the wedding, so we already know who was in the wedding, and we also know that eventually she and Yandy will get back cool, because Yandy was in the wedding as well as a bridesmaid. Okay, now Dr. Jen really had a positive effect on Sin and Joe, because they have really gotten into a better place. They're having more sex, and every day for 20 minutes they have conversation, look each other in the eye, and just be the two of them. Sin is still working on this whole situation with getting a nanny. She's still not comfortable, but you know, it's a process, and we feel you, Sin. We understand why. We understand why you have, you know, such reservations about that, considering your past and the things that you've been through when you were a child. So we understand, girl. Take your time. We just glad that you and Joe are back in a stack, bitch. Okay, now Juju has an event coming up in Costa Rica, so she invites them to come along, and she lets Kimbella know that Yandy and Maggie will be there. Now y'all know at this time Yandy and Kimbella are not getting along. Kimbella will talk about Yandy to anybody who will listen, but she's so happy about that nigga finally putting the ring on it. Okay, okay, real excited about that shit. So right now she's not even worrying about Yandy, and we like glad, girl. We glad, because y'all wear us the fuck out with y'all fake beef. If you ask me, I really believe that they are friends enough to say, all right, bitch, you know this new season coming up. All right, my man in jail, your man about to be in jail, bitch. We need a storyline, so let's beef for a little while. Like, I really believe that they would have a come to Jesus moment with one another and go ahead and decide to fake beef for these ratings. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna let y'all live. We're gonna let y'all live, okay? So everybody is headed to Remy and Papoose' baby shower, which is 50s theme. We also saw that on social media. Everybody looked like they had a good time. Joe is upset about the outfit he has on, like this whack ass outfit I have on. Nigga, cause you have a red leather jacket on? Like, just cause it's red? Like, calm the fuck down. You'll be okay. All right, you'll be all right. All right, cause you always wearing one of them funky looking fucking hats. So I don't know what about the outfit was, you know, disturbing you so much, but you know what? That's not even a point. All right. While they're in the car on their way there, Sin asked him to come on the trip, the girls' trip, with Juju and them to Costa Rica, and then, you know, they could have their little time together. She'll go out with the girls and he can sleep like an old ass man, and when she come back he can give her the dick, you know what I'm saying? And he really in the mood to have sex. I know y'all want it. You know why? Because she want the dick, 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 she want the dick. Okay? All night. In Costa Rica she want the dick. In New York she want the dick. Everywhere she want the dick. She really want that dick. Yeah. I know some of y'all say that I Want the Dick song need work, but it's always off the top of the dome, bitch. It's always me beating by myself. Nigga need somebody in here to do the bounce beat for me, so I can stop thinking about doing two things at one time. All right, but y'all go ahead and enjoy that. All right. So yeah, y'all, Yandy is also in the car with Juju on her way to the baby shower, and this is when she takes the opportunity to tell Juju that she's inviting Safari on the trip. And Juju already said that Joe is coming, so she like, well look, at least Joe will have another man there to talk to. Juju is feeling some type of way about Safari right now because she feels like their friendship is one-sided. He don't never call her and check up on her, and I'm like, girl, you played that nigga dust last season, so why do you even give a fuck about whether he calling you and checking up on you and shit? And I feel like around this time is probably the time that he and Erica Mena started to talk and get all hot and heavy. So he got an old lady now, bitch. He ain't got time to be calling and checking up on you when you ain't never giving that nigga no play. Like, y'all friends, y'all cool, y'all ain't friends, y'all cool. But he was trying to get with you and you was playing him dust. And he was like, all right, I'm friend zoned. That's fine. Okay, and then at the last reunion, you was rolling your eyes and all of this shit. And I just kind of feel like Juju always wants somebody to kiss her ass. And you are beautiful and intelligent. And, you know, a great example of a black woman. But, bitch, sometimes you have a stank-ass attitude and you think somebody owe you something. And it ain't that. It ain't that. So Alexis and Maggie meet up so that they can discuss that whole little studio session situation with Mano. And Alexis is like, girl, I didn't know that it was gonna go down like that. I didn't know about the song. And Maggie is like, yeah, but that nigga knew about the song. You know what I'm saying? He didn't believe in me, so I went and found somebody else to believe in me. And girl, the producer, the day after we finished shooting or recording the song, I'm sorry, but they were shooting at the same time, whatever. The day after she finished recording the song, he got killed. Y'all know his name was Hollywood Play, I believe. I could be wrong, but I think that's what his name was. And then this triggers Alexis to get into the whole Treyway situation. You know, she was in a restaurant when they were shooting at 6ix9ine, and then everybody got arrested. So now she done brought herself and her baby to New York for no reason, and she out here on her own, and it's just very stressful, and she's scared about how she gonna pay her bills because she was counting on this whole record deal and whatever they would do. And this is my thing with Alexis, bitch, you are not a fucking rapper, you're not a musician, you're not an artist in that way. Please find something else to do. Take some of this love and hip-hop money and go learn you a trade, go back to school, do something else with your fucking time, because to me your personality ain't popping enough for you to be out here actually hosting events. Yeah, you can show up and be cute and wear skimpy clothes, all right, fine, get paid for your little Instagram shit, model for Fashion Nova and all of the rest of the little clothing lines, do what you gotta do, bitch, but you are not a musician. So please use this as a sign to recognize that you need to move on and try something else. She ain't a rapper, point blank. Period. That little song that her and Zell did to talk shit about Masika, girl, please go sit down somewhere with that. Okay, and anything else you got on SoundCloud that the Shade Room and them ain't never gave a fuck enough about to post, girl. Okay? I just don't believe she in it in her heart. I don't think she in it in her heart. Alright? I just don't. Find something else to do, bitch. Find something else to do. That's how I feel about it. But on another note, okay, she is tired of Solo Lucci being on social media saying that he could possibly be her baby daddy when she want everybody to believe that it's Fetty's baby, okay? And I'm not saying it's not Fetty's baby, but Fetty is a fuckboy and you got pregnant for him on some stupid shit because you was trying to get back at Masika for getting pregnant for that nigga while you was in a relationship with him, okay? So you turn around and get pregnant for the nigga, and now he don't want to do nothing for y'all baby. He don't want to claim y'all baby. He don't want to get a DNA test to prove if he really the daddy and all of that because he don't want to be put on child support. He dragging his feet like a motherfucker, and I would have just took his punk ass to court, okay? Because one eye really works on my motherfucking nerves, always out here spreading his seed, but don't want to do what he's supposed to do and take care of him, especially knowing that that child is sick. That child needs 2 parents, okay? And Alexis, at the end of the day, this is your fucking fault for getting pregnant by this nigga on purpose. Because I really do feel like you got pregnant to piss off Masika. And that is some dumb shit to bring a child into this world that you wasn't ready for. And really, I feel like may not necessarily have the capacity to be the best mother that you need to be because you still in a young woman's mindset of trying to be on social media arguing back and forth and you know, doing whatever the fuck you're doing, hosting and all of that. Yeah, that shit is cute, but your baby need a little bit more than what I think she actually has to offer, okay? I don't want to judge nobody mothering skills. I'm not even a mother yet. I don't want to judge nobody. I don't even want shit on Alexis like that. But the way she went about it makes me feel like she wasn't ready, and especially with this baby having so many health issues, it just seemed like she ain't all there, y'all. Like, that's just how I feel about it. Not to say she don't love her baby or nothing like that. Not to say that she's not taking care of her baby, because I believe that she is. But I just feel like she wasn't mentally, emotionally, or financially prepared to be a parent. And it's not that people are ever really prepared, but bitch, you could have had your baby out of love and not out of spite. Like, that's just really not cool. Really not cool to me about the way she got pregnant. But anyway, that's her fucking business. Okay, I don't even care. But here's my problem. She meets up with Solo Lucci and brings her BFF there, some little guy, so that he could be there with her. I don't know why she needed backup. You didn't need backup when you was fucking Solo Lucci, but you know what? Whatever. Solo Lucci feels like he gets attacked on social media, people calling him a deadbeat dad. So he wants to take the DNA test and find out if this baby is his, because he's gonna be a father 1000%. And I'm like, bitch, the fact that you even ignoring this nigga when he really wants to be there and do the right thing, versus Fetty, who don't even want to get a fucking DNA test, I'd have been happy if that nigga wanted to claim my baby. Yes, nigga, come claim the baby, cause I need help. Okay, like, not to say that she should have lied and said that was his baby if it's not. And we did find out that I don't think the baby is his. I think they took the DNA test and it turns out the baby was not his. But Fetty still hasn't taken a DNA test either. I don't know how many people she was sleeping with. I'm not assuming to know. Okay, but all I do know is I don't like the fact that when Solo got into the room and he's like, you know, I just want to get the DNA test so I can find out, so I can be there if I need to be. And she's like, okay, we'll take the test, and then when you find out that you're not the father, I want an apology. Bitch, what you want an apology for? She said that she conceived the baby in July and they hadn't had sex during that time. And he was like, bitch, we had sex so much, I don't even know. That's why I'm 50-50. It could be mine, it could not be mine. But why should I apologize to you for saying it might be mine if we were having sex during that time period? And that's because she don't want nobody to think that she was overlapping Solo and Fetty. But then you're actually entertaining him enough to get the DNA test, so you know good and goddamn well that them niggas was overlapping. And so the fuck what? Because Fetty Wap is a hoe. He cheated on you, fucked over you. So why should it make a difference if you were sleeping with somebody else when y'all was together? That's all I'm saying. Like, that nigga fucked over you, so don't be sitting up here trying to feel bad and shit if you fucked over him. Fuck that nigga, okay? Like, that, I'm sorry, that's just how I feel. That's just how I feel about the situation. But Solo was like, man, I ain't apologizing to nobody. Solo, okay, let's take a moment to talk about you for a second, now that I'm done going in on Alexis. Solo, boo, why you ain't had no shirt on? And why, if you wasn't gonna have a shirt on under the jacket, you had the shit on? You ain't fine and sexy, my nigga. Like, please stop with that shit, okay? You only have abs and shit because you skinny. That's the only reason that you have definition in your chest and pectoral area and all of that, because your fucking ass is malnutrition. Don't nobody need to see all of that. It is winter time. That bitch got a whole scully cap on, a jacket, a homeboy got a jacket on. Everybody else look like they prepared for the winter, and this nigga look like it's in the middle of spring. I don't know what's going on with Solo, but please, nigga, put on a beater, put something on. See all that. When that nigga said they fucked like 1,000 times, I could have passed out. I said, bitch, you don't know. Bitch, you don't know. If y'all had, you didn't even dispute that. Like, you don't know, okay? You hope you know, but you don't know. So y'all, Pap is shooting his video for the song The Golden Child that he came out with, you know, about the golden child, the baby that him and Remy just had. You know, I can't wait to see what that little beautiful baby look like. I know they haven't posted any pictures. I don't know if they ever will, but probably eventually they will. Either way, to see how in love Pap is with Remy, how happy he is that they finally had their child, like, it's just a beautiful thing to watch. And then he invited Joe and Mano and Jewels to come through and bring their kids as well, as a showing of black love and fathers being there and loving their kids. And I was just all here for that message. I'm all here for Pap, his black love, and his love of family and his children and men taking care of their children, and stop, you know, with the stereotypical of niggas don't love their kids and all of that, because that's not true, you know. So I'm happy that everybody came through and was a part of that. Joe brought his oldest son, and we all know he's had kind of a tumultuous relationship where he wasn't really there in the beginning, but he's been trying to fix and repair that relationship. So he invited him out. Jewel's got all his little babies out. Mano brought his kids. It was just beautiful. So after they have a conversation about Jewel's proposing to Kim Bella, and Papoose is like, you know, he doesn't believe that Jewel's is marrying Kim just because he's going to jail. And I beg to fucking differ. Like, I'm not trying to shit on their relationship. I believe that Jewels does love Kim Bella, but if he wasn't going to jail, I don't think he would have proposed to her. I think he would have went another couple of years or whatever without actually making a commitment to her. And that's just because, you know, she's allowed him to be comfortable in what their situation is. When you never demand more of a nigga, he will just give you what he wants. And he was just gonna give you a boyfriend, girlfriend, baby mama, baby daddy situation. He wasn't gonna ever give you no ring if it wasn't for the fact that he's going to jail for 2 years and he wants to make sure he's getting them conjugal visits, okay? That's just how I feel about it. Not negating their love, but just pointing out how it's been 10 years and just now you decided to do all of this. But Pap, you go ahead and believe the better part of your homeboys, okay? Then we gotta get on how Mano then pissed off Maggie. And when the guys ask why, and he explains the situation about wanting to put Alexis Sky on the song, My Bitch Is Better Than Yours, everybody is like, this nigga, like, like, nigga, you fucking up, okay? You fucking up, all right? You're not supposed to put Alexis Sky barely rapping ass on a song when you got an old lady with some real fucking talent that is your bitch and that is better than the other bitches, okay? Like, I totally was here for the way the fellas, you know, reacted to that situation. Mano needs to put his girl on that song and stop fucking playing. Then they talk about the trip to Costa Rica and how Joe is going. And Mano was like, shit, if you going, I might as well go too. But we know Jewels can't go nowhere because, you know, he got the clink situation, which we understand. He's happy that Kim is going to be able to go and enjoy herself. And he gonna be at home being a good daddy, taking care of his kids. I'm like, I love it. They also talk about Joseph dragging his feet on proposing to Sin, and he's just, you know, feeling like they just now getting back into a good place. But Pat feels like she proved herself to you when she had your baby, and I feel like that means nothing. Like, that means nothing. Everybody gets pregnant by a nigga. That does not mean that he should marry a woman just because he got the bitch pregnant. I'm sorry, but this ain't the 50s, and that doesn't prove anything. But I do think he should marry Sin because prior to her having the baby, they had a great relationship for a couple of years, okay? She has a great relationship with his son. She's supportive of that. I feel like Sin has already proved herself to be a good woman to him. I'm sorry, y'all. She has proven herself to be a good woman to him, and she doesn't need to prove anything else. And Pap said, you know, relationships are never perfect. So if you're waiting on, you know, something to get perfect, it's never going to happen. And I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Joey is dragging his feet, but we know he's going to eventually get his life. Okay? So actually, he just finished shooting like this first season of State of the Union. He and Remy's show, you know, and the rest of them people, okay? Like, I don't even know their names, but y'all know, okay? And he sits down and talks to Remy. And he talks to her about the whole situation with Sin and, you know, wanting to get married and what Pap said to him. And Remy said, you know, well, he's right. You know, it's never going to be the perfect situation. Like, it's never going to be that, all right? Like, if you love her and, you know, she loves you, y'all should just go ahead and do what you got to do, you know? So then his son comes in, his oldest son, Trey, and he sits down with Trey and he's like, so I'm thinking about getting engaged to Sin, and you know, so you'll probably need time to get used to that, you know. And he's like, nah, not really. I mean, I kind of figured that this is where y'all were heading. And he was like, whoa, like, who paid you? Like, what is this? Like, it's like, nah, Dad, like, I would rather you be with Sin than anybody else. And he was like, oh man, like, this is great, you know. So now he has no more excuses as to why he shouldn't get engaged to Sin. You know, they're in a better place. Sin's a beautiful woman. She's faithful. She's loyal. She's a great mother. And, you know, just the fact that she feels so protective of her baby. Like, obviously she loves her baby and she loves him and she loves his son. And they have a great relationship. And the son, you know, gave his blessing. So there's no other reason he has to now be dragging his feet. So Juelz meets with Yandy, and I heard something about him needing letters for the judge, I guess. And you know, Yandy comes in with the stank face and shit because she feels like Juelz only texts her when he needs something. And he's been trying to kind of stay out of the situation between her and Kimbella, but Yandy feels like Kimbella is out here talking shit about her to anybody that will listen, which she has. It's gone too far, and she feels as if Juelz should have talked to Kim or said something to her. And Yandy, here's the thing. You always want these men to take your side against their old ladies. It's not gonna fucking happen, sis. It's not gonna happen. Would you want Mendices to take anybody else's side in an argument with you and someone else? Like, would you want that? I don't think so. So stop expecting that of Jim Jones with Chrissy, and damn sure don't expect that with Juelz and Kimbella. Like, on top of them being together for so long, just like Jim and Chrissy, they got kids together, bitch, which you know makes the bond even harder to break, all right? So I just think Yandy needs to fucking stop with all of that. Juelz don't understand why these two grown-ass women can't sit down and have a conversation. I'm like, well, because first of all, your fucking old lady is crazy and act like she can't have a civilized conversation with somebody without all the screaming and hollering and getting in their face and shit. And Yandy sometimes wants to act like she's above the situation, but then does little sneak diss shit. And I really believe that's how she get down. So that's why. All right? But I guess they gonna have to have a conversation at some point, child. We shall see. But Juelz was looking for a congratulations when they got engaged. And she was like, you know, I'm sorry about that. Congratulations. I'm like, bitch, you hating. You hating because they gonna have that paperwork before you and Mendices, bitch. So y'all, everybody heads to Costa Rica, and Sin and Joe are excited to have this time alone without the baby. And Yandy brought Safari, and we know that, you know, Juju ass wasn't really feeling that. Mano comes with Maggie. And as you know, it's a family affair, but everybody's arriving at different times. And Yandy is in the car with Maggie and Mano, and she brings up how he needs to put Maggie on the song. How many times did she need to tell you that she wanted to be on the song? Yandy, stay in your place. Don't get involved in them people business, okay? Mano will do it in his time if that's what he wants to do, okay? He said he didn't realize that she was really about this life. And I think he underestimated her, but that ain't your business, bitch. Worry about you. So when they get to the hotel and everybody's checking in, Yandy notices that Kimbella is there. Apparently, Juju didn't tell her that she was going to be there. So now she feeling some type of way. And I just kind of feel like, you know, Yandy, you so bothered about her being there. But every other time that y'all been in the same vicinity, you've been more than happy to pay the bitch dust. So I'm not understanding why you can't repeat the process of paying Kimbella dust. Okay, you know that girl probably in a good place. She finally got that fucking ring. She ain't worrying about you. You need to be worrying about yourself and enjoying your time on this trip. Like somebody handed you a drink as soon as you got to the hotel. Drink that fucking drink and calm your ass down, okay? Now, Joe and Sin upgraded to a beautiful suite, and it's lovely. And they sit in a pool, and they enjoying each other's company, and they joking. And, you know, Joe is like, this is a Sin that I've been missing. And, you know, obviously, this is the Joseph that she's been missing. And, you know, they're just finally getting a chance to get back to them. And I love it. I love their relationship when they first got together, because I thought that he was mature enough for her, for the most part. And I think she softened him up a bit. Like they both needed each other to create this balance that they have in their relationship. And they might have lost that along the way with the baby and everything. But to see them in such a good place, I'm very, very happy for them. And I'm also hating, bitch, because I want to go on a vacation. And, bitch, I want the swim up pool on the balcony, bitch. Like, I want a vacation so bad. I can't tell y'all how much I really, really hope that money is good during the spring and the summer months, because I swear to God, I need to be on somebody's beach for a little while, okay? Bitch needs to decompress. All right? But anyway, y'all, like, I love seeing them together. So then Kimbella comes to the room and they're talking about how beautiful everything is and how much they're gonna enjoy this, and it's all about having fun and relaxing and vacationing. Like, that's all they worried about. And guess what, baby? I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Cinda's asks Kimbella how she feels about Yandy being there, and she's like, look, we both grown-ass women, so we should be able to get along fine and enjoy ourselves nonetheless. All right? Meanwhile, Yandy is having a conversation with Maggie, and I'm like, see, Maggie, you starting to turn me off because I liked you. But you carrying bones that you don't need to be carrying, bitch. Like, you did not need to go back to Yandy and tell her about the conversation that Jonathan told you about Mariah Lynn and Kimbella. You know why? Because you wasn't there. And Jonathan is Yandy's friend. So if anybody should have told Yandy about that situation, it should have been Jonathan's ass and not you. But I'm going to go ahead and let you live because the producers probably told you to do it because Jonathan wasn't invited on this trip. Now, I don't know why he wasn't invited. He's friends with Juju, but he wasn't on this trip, so you know, whatever. But once Yandy hears about how she's supposed to be clout chasing, even with the situation with Infinity, she really gets upset. She's like, so I would bring somebody that I don't really love, that I don't really care about around my children, so you basically calling me a bad mother. So she gets upset. She's pissed off, okay? Then here comes Juju wanting to kiss and act all cool. Bitch, you knew they was arguing. Yeah. Like, I'd have been like, nah, bitch, please explain to me why you didn't tell me that Kimbella was gonna be on this trip. And I feel the same way. I'm like, why you told Kimbella that Yandy was gonna be there, but you didn't tell Yandy that Kimbella was gonna be there? I feel like in some type of way Juju was being messy. But Yandy says it's because she wouldn't have come. So I guess, you know, Juju was like, I'm not gonna tell her, because if I tell her she gonna be there, the bitch ain't gonna come on the trip, and I want her to come on the trip. But, you know, you were still mad about the safari situation, but you was withholding this information. Like, I feel like I don't really know how I'm feeling about Juju right now. Like, I'm just saying. So when she explains what has been said about her and Infinity, and she explains how she feels as if this is an attack on her motherhood, and Kim don't have the right to say anything about that, Juju is like, I'm sure that's not what she meant. No, bitch, that's what she meant. That's what she meant. That's exactly what the fuck she said on more than one occasion, bitch. So I'm gonna need for you not to be taking up for somebody when you know good and goddamn well that Kimbella been going around talking shit about Yandy to anybody that will listen. I'm gonna say that again. Okay, Yandy is over it, and she says, I'm about to look for some plane tickets to get my ass back home. I'm like, hold up, bitch, you stupid. Like, you got your own room. You don't even have to deal with these people if you don't want to. Like, I understand you being paid to be on this trip, but at the end of the day, you could take with just a few people if you felt like it and ignore the fuck out Kimbella and still have you a good time, as long as you got a drink in your motherfucking hand. So I just kind of feel like Yandy is overreacting to the situation. Like, you know, either go to her with the shit or just be like, all right, bitch, I see you. I see you. And just go ahead and enjoy your time. Y'all know me, I just said I love me a good vacation. I ain't about to give up a beautiful scenery over some bullshit with a bitch who ain't worrying about me, because bitch, I ain't worrying about you. You can talk all that shit you want to. I know my heart, and I know why I took Infinity in, so there's no need to be getting upset because of some bullshit that Kimbella and Mariah Lynn said. Who the fuck cares? Okay, they ain't in your house. But I understand, because Yandy feels like Kimbella has been in her life long enough to know when it comes to her kids, she's a good mother. So for you to even put that out there, that she would bring somebody in her life for this television show or for clout or to look good and not for real genuine, you know, reasons, I think she finds that fucked up. And I'm sorry, I agree with her. I agree with her. I do feel like Yandy does things to look like a good person, but I also feel like Yandy actually is a good person. We saw Yandy get maced when she was out here fighting for them to turn the electricity on and the heat back on in the Brooklyn prisons. And I think that the fucking heat might not even all the way be back on right now. And she got maced. Don't nobody be out there. And that wasn't the only thing she's been at. I've seen her at several different demonstrations. So I feel like as much as Kimbella wants to talk shit, you only talking shit because she make you feel like shit about yourself. Okay? She's able to have businesses, have her children, support her nigga in jail, and still be out here fighting for the people. Meanwhile, all you do is take care of some kids, and we don't know we don't know what you do, bitch. We don't know if you got money coming from no other place than Jewel's pockets, bitch. Okay? So I feel like there's some jealousy involved between Kimbella and Yandy. And it's coming from Kimbella, stay-at-home mom to a nigga that she ain't married to ass. Like, I'm just saying. Like, you married now. But all of these years, like, what the fuck does can anybody tell me what Kimbella does for a living? Besides take money from Jewels? Not to say that she shouldn't, but when you don't have something for yourself and you see that your friend has been able to do that plus more, maybe you feel a little bit bad about yourself. So a way for you to, you know, shit on Yandy's accomplishments is to say that the only reason she's doing it is for clout. So yeah, y'all, that's all. That's it. That's Love and Hip Hop New York. Come back for Love and Hip Hop Miami.